All right, all right, all right. Welcome in H-Town. You are now tuned in to the Solid Grip, coming to you live at 5, no time for jive. I'm your host, J.R. Wilson, alongside me, P. Wilson, and we come to bring you some of that heat. You understand me? So what I need to do is, if y'all see me pop out for a second, don't worry about it. I'll be right back in there because I had to turn my little moonlight thing on so no notifications will come through while we're doing the show, but it's all gravy. But yeah, man, we got some hot sizzling things to talk about today, referencing the city of Houston, Texas. Y'all stay tuned. Now's the time for you to open your ears and close your mouth and listen to what the Solid Grip has to say right after this here. All right, again, what's up, H-Town world? Everybody. All right, everybody who loves sports, man. Today is concerning the city of Houston. Pop, how you doing over there, man? I see you got the guns out today, baby. Put them
I'm,
things up for me, somebody, man.
I'm doing, I'm doing good, Rich.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good, man. Yeah, anyways, y'all, look, we got a new format if y'all haven't seen already. Look, we going Monday through Friday, rapid fire, 15 to 20 minutes. We ain't gonna waste no time with it, Pop. Now, we didn't say this, but I just wanted to talk about this real quick, and this is no disparaging to the city of New York, okay? But right now, the Yankees seem to be struggling, okay? Now, this is what I know, Pop. The Yankees are too talented of a team as far as their pitching, as far as the bats. You mentioned to me, Gleyber Torres season before last had 38 homers.
Correct,
Sanchez had 40 homers.
correct.
You don't have that Judge. You don't have that kind of talent, and them bats ain't gonna wake up. It's early in the season. It's still a lot of time left. What do they got? 8 wins. They winning right now. I know that. So 4-1 last I checked. So what do you think about your Yankees right now, Pop, and how do you think that they're going to, deal over the course of the baseball year?
Yeah, well, they better wake up because the Steinbrenners don't play, man. I
Yeah,
mean, come the trade deadline, you'll see Gary Sanchez and Gleyber Torres and, even Aaron Judge on the trade block, man, because the people in New York just don't tolerate this, man.
yeah,
I don't know whether you heard about it or not, but a couple of weeks ago, man, people were throwing baseballs on the field and everything. New York's a different animal, man. I mean, they don't know what it is to our team, man. Especially when you got this much talent and stuff. And Gary Sanchez is on a 1 year deal, man. There was a lot of speculation that he wasn't going to even be on the team this year, and so they decided we're going to give him another year. And actually, they benched him. They've got a young catcher uh, from overseas and stuff. And as a matter of fact, he's hit a home run tonight. So Gary Sanchez better get it together, man, or he's not going to be in New York. Now, with Gleyber Torres, I don't know what it is, man. I really, truly don't. I mean, there was a game last week where he faced. Well, I mean, he should have walked on out the stadium, man, because they took him apart, man. I mean, Aaron Boone, sit down and talk with him like, hey, man, I don't care. You got to hustle, man. You making too much money. This is New York City. People don't believe in that. People out there using their hard-earned money and stuff to come to these games and stuff, and you walk into first base, it's not gonna happen, man. I know once they get Savelli back, the pitching staff will be strong. But right now, man, be stronger. Right now, they're just not getting anybody. Not Cole Hammer. The pitching we got from you guys, Gary Cole.
get Cole. Yeah,
Yeah, Gary
Cole
Cole.
Trey.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And but Glover's doing okay tonight and stuff. But still, man, I mean, people expect, like I say, we're talking about 27 championships, man. I mean, those people don't know what it is to lose, man. I mean, and so, I mean, Judge hadn't been, terrible. He's got a home run tonight, but he hadn't been hit. Even just gave him a big contract and stuff. And so, uh, again, man, I mean, they either get it together or some people not going to be there. They're not going to tolerate that. It's just not, it's not New York City, man. Like I said, it's a different animal there. There's the sports writers there. I mean, the New York Times, the New York Post, they would rip your head off, man. I mean, I read the New York Post every day, man. I'm like, my goodness, man. But these cats from Russia somewhere, but they're not. They from New York. They're Americans. They just stuff on their ball club and stuff. And so, hopefully they'll get it together because, like I said, New York City just not going to.
Right, right. I mean, look, like I said, man, they'll get it together, man. I have no doubt in my mind about it. Judge is uber talented, man. I mean, maybe he won't have another season where he got 52 over the yard, man. But I mean, he's shown himself to be a consistent hitter, man. He really just been hurt a lot since he's been in the league, man. And really, I don't know if he's ever been able to get his feet up under him. And I think once that happens and he gets settled in, then maybe he'll be good. But maybe he'll do better somewhere
maybe,
else. You know what I mean?
maybe you're right, Rich. I mean, he changed his diet this year, went kind of a part vegan diet and stuff. And, I mean, so far, I think he's had one little injury and stuff. But, I mean, he's not, he's just, he's basically a line drive hitter, man. I mean, at one time, this guy was the face of Major League Baseball. Well, he ain't even the
Yeah.
face of the New York Yankees now and stuff. I mean, the boy from San Diego by far is the face of baseball and stuff.
Oh yeah, Tatis. Yeah. Yeah, that boy there is a beast.
Like I said,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, but like you said, Judge is too talented. 6'8", 260 pounds, can run like a wind, got a great arm, great glove and stuff. I mean, he got everything there and stuff, man. He just got to put it together. I mean, I don't think it's the pressure and stuff because, he seemed to handle pressure okay and stuff. But, like you said, when you make out 52 home runs, your first year, you run up to MVP, you Rookie of the Year, you win the home run title in the All-Star game. People expect greatness, man. They look and so far, Judge hasn't been able to deliver like that, but hopefully he will.
And I mean, thinking about home run hitters, look at Yordan Alvarez, right? He had 27 bombs his rookie year, and now he only got 2. Now he still hit. The good thing about him is he's shown he can hit the ball, man. He's hitting 308 right now. I think he has almost 400 on base percentage. He's hitting through shifts, over shifts, in and around shifts. And he running now, man. He got his legs back, man. He got that surgery and he got things together. But he ain't hitting bombs, man. He's not hitting bombs, man. And I mean, you thought, man, this dude only played 35% of a season and he hit 27 bombs, man. He's surely gonna come in and he gonna knock the seam off the ball. But he hasn't been doing that as far as getting over the yard. But speaking of the Astros, Pop, it seems that they've been making a surge lately. It seems the bats have woken up and the RBIs are coming in. But I'm gonna tell you, man, who really I think has galvanized the team. And a guy we got to steal. I mean, we got to steal in this guy about 5 years ago. And the Cubano sensation and Yulieski Gurriel, man. I mean, we got this guy out of the Cuban league, man. He comes into the league and, man, he got a funky stance, a funky swing. But, man, he makes contact with that ball, man. But right now, he leads the team as far as he's hitting 352. I think he has 17 RBIs, 4 homers. I mean, he's knocking the seam off the ball, man. And we just got Altuve back, his first game back after 10 days yesterday. He had a 3-hit game. The person that I really need to get in gear and I expect a lot from, and I just don't think that we are, is Carlos Correa, man. Carlos Correa is a guy to me that he's like a Jadeveon Clowney, man. He's just uber talented, man. I mean, his arm is out this world. When he's hitting, man, he's hitting. He's crushing, but he's just so inconsistent with his bat. But the good news is he got other players on his team, man, that have been lifting them up, Pop. And it looks like the Astros might be trying to make a run as far as getting to the top of this division. I don't know. What have you seen in the Astros so far?
Man, I've always told you, man, when it comes down to bats, They the best hitting team in baseball, man. I mean, you're 300. And that's not gonna die down, man. I mean, those guys are all gonna hit around 300 for the year and stuff. Now,
Yep.
when it comes to Correa, I mean, I totally agree with you, man. And this guy's asking for 350 million, the kind of money that Tatis and the other boy from New York. He's just not that kind of player, man. He's got that kind of talent, but he's cold and hot. He's not somebody that can carry you, man. He's not somebody you can look for. Hey, go bat 330, go hit 45 home runs.
Right.
Driving. He has that kind of talent. He has that kind of ability. He's 6'4". He's 225 pounds. I think someone said he bench pressed 225 about 30 times. I mean, that sounds like a football player, man.
Yeah,
But
he's strong.
he cannot consistently put it together. He'll have a good week, and the next week he go 2 for 25. Okay?
Yeah.
And so with him wanting this kind of money, I just don't see the Astros coming off this kind of money, man, for him. I don't, man. Not the kind of money he
Nah.
wants. And the thing about it, you don't want to trade him, but come to trade deadline, man, you may have to, send him to the LA or send him to a contender and stuff, and as a rental and stuff, man, because I mean he was the number one pick in the draft. He's a man that really started this comeback for the Astros and stuff when they were losing over 100 games a year and stuff. And as talented as he has just not put together a consistent season as far as winning, hitting, running, throwing, and last but not least, his health. He just hadn't done it, man. Like you said, it's been
Yeah.
somebody else in that clubhouse at Altuve, Brantley, the young man y'all lost to Toronto, have really been the bell cows for that team, especially, consistent wise. I mean, now, like I said, Correa had a great season last year, but he only played 60 games, man. 60 regular season games. Do it over 162 and then do it in the playoffs, and you could probably get the kind of money you want. But so far, you haven't done it. Anyways, let's move on, Rich, to the Astros. Having a little technical problems there. I mean, to the Rockets, the Houston Rockets. Hey man, tonight's a big game. Rockets lose this game tonight, they're just about guaranteed of having the worst record in the league and stuff. And hey man, listen, I hate losing. I can only imagine what Silas is going through. But let's face it, Houston, this team has been torn apart. Okay, when you think about 2 years ago, what this team had and where this team is today, there's not a starter out there. There is not a starter on this team. And very few teams in this league can do that and continue to win. So I've been pushing Fade for Cade for 2 months. And no, he's not the answer to turn it around, but he's one of the pieces to the puzzle, and a big piece, because he's a winner. And he's an efficient basketball player who can come in and you can start him at the 3 spot and eventually move him to the point. Because even with getting him, you still need at least 2 more pieces to go with him and Christian Wood, okay, to be back in playoff/championship mode. So, hey, man, I mean, again, it's been hard pulling against the Rockets, because, hey, that's just not the thing I do. But when you think about it, and you think about where we were 2 years ago, 3 years ago with Chris Paul, this close to going to the NBA championship, and none of those players are still on the team, man, it's tough. So anyway, hey, let's continue to play for Cade. Let's continue to lose ball games so that we can start over and put this team back together. Anyway, what are the Houston Texans going to do? Now, there's some speculation out there that number 4, the quarterback, Deshaun Watson, could still be traded. Guys, don't let nobody blow no smoke at you. The commissioner not going to even do that. The commissioner not going to even let the Texans, trade Deshaun Watson with all this stuff over his head. So look for the Texans tomorrow in the 3rd round to go defensive back. The drafts, and I look for him to possibly
first pitch.
draft a cornerback. Rich, you back with us?
Yeah, man. Man, I got to get in front of a Starbucks or something like that, man, because, I mean, I completely went out.
Yeah,
You know,
you did.
sorry about that, y'all. But, yeah, I see you was talking about the Texans, man, for the 3rd pick.
Right.
Sorry, y'all, I went out, man. Next time I'll figure out how to get to a Starbucks, man, so I can get a good signal, man. That was crazy. I ain't never seen her do that before, man. My God. But, yes, Pop, man, I'll say this, man, and we'll close out, man, because I shut out of here, man. And but I think when you that deep into the 3rd round, there's only a few things you can do, and one of those things is you take the best player that's available at the time, because
right.
the Texans need so many things. It's hard to just pinpoint it to just one thing. So, you know,
Right.
I got a few players that I think that the Texans should consider in the 3rd round. One, we lost Will Fuller.
Right.
We lost DeAndre Hopkins.
Right.
So I think it's a wide receiver out of the University of North Carolina, De'Ami Brown or whatever.
Okay.
I think he'd be a good guy. Also, you need a guy to go with Justin Reed.
Right.
We lost our safety out of V-Tech, Divine Diablo.
Okay.
And also, man, a corner, man. We need another corner out of Georgia, Eric Stokes. So those are 3 guys that I have in mind.
Okay.
But I think you take the best player at the time that we pick, since we were not able to get any draft equity for Deshaun or any draft equity for Laramie Tunsil, which I think they should have did in the time of disparity. But it is what it is, Pop. We got to do the best with what we got. I think the plan that they had has worked out tremendously, because Deshaun Watson ain't going anywhere. He's not getting traded nowhere. He's not going nowhere. He's going to show up. He's probably not going to show up for OTAs in a couple of weeks, but he'll be there for spring training.
Right.
He ain't got no choice, man. They locked him up. He ain't going nowhere.
Right.
He going to have to play through the season. He going to have to talk to the press. He going to have to do all that. He's finna go through some real live crazy stuff, and it could affect his numbers. But he going to be there, man, and because of that, we just got to take the best player. I also think, man, I didn't have a guy pulled up, man, but there's a running back for Wisconsin. I can't think of his name right now, but he's pretty good. But I think we need a good guy, kind of a scat back, a guy that can run in between the tackles. I would love to see, Entiende from Clemson fall to the 3rd round, but he won't. That'd be a great Clemson connection right there. So. But yeah, Pop, man, without further ado, man, we gonna get out of here, man. Sorry, y'all, for the technical difficulties, man. But y'all be with the same time around tomorrow. I mean, around the same time tomorrow. We gonna be on here Monday through Friday. Me and my Pop, Ping Wilson, that make up the Solid Grip. Pop, if you got anything to say before we get out of here, man, go ahead and do it.
No, just be safe out there, brothers, before we get a little bad. So everybody just make sure you're driving safe and being safe on the highway.
All right, man. Hey, appreciate everybody who watched, who gets a chance to watch this. Thank you. Make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, and share this link with your people, with your partners, with your family. See y'all tomorrow. Grace and peace to all y'all.